Welcome to Motivation at Hand. To know is to know how. In the 21st century, we've learned to farm anew. With new technologies and ideas we pursue. From aquaponics to vertical racks. We found new ways to grow food and bring it back. In urban centers, we plant gardens high. Vertical farming lets us reach the sky. With LED lights and sensors galore, we grow our food with precision and more. Hydroponics lets us farm without soil. With nutrient solutions that our plants uncoil. Aeroponics takes it to the next level. Misting the roots to help them revel. Precision farming is the future we see. With drones and sensors flying free. Mapping fields and analyzing data, helping us farm better, with less labor. From mushrooms to aquaculture. We found new ways to farm and nurture. In the 21st century, we'll keep on growing. Feeding the world with new ways of sowing. Here are 10 types of farming, including aquaponics and some other unique methods. Aquaponics farming, this is a method of farming that combines aquaculture, raising fish, with hydroponics, growing plants in water. Fish waste provides nutrients for the plants, while the plants purify the water for the fish. Vertical farming, this involves growing crops in vertically stacked layers using artificial lighting, usually in a controlled environment like a warehouse or greenhouse. Urban farming, this is a form of agriculture that takes place in cities and other urban areas. It can involve community gardens, rooftop gardens, and other small-scale operations. Hydroponic farming, in this method, plants are grown in nutrient-rich water without soil. This allows for more efficient use of water and space. Aeroponic farming, similar to hydroponics, this method involves growing plants in a misty environment with little to no soil. Plants are grown in a closed-loop system, using up to 95% less water than traditional farming methods. Precision farming, this involves using technology like drones, sensors, and GPS to optimize crop yields and reduce waste. Mushroom farming, growing mushrooms can be a sustainable and profitable farming operation. Mushrooms can be grown indoors, in controlled environments, and can be grown using waste materials like coffee grounds and sawdust. Agroforestry, this is a land use management system that combines the production of trees and crops on the same plot of land. This can help improve soil health, prevent erosion, and provide a sustainable source of food and income. Mobile farming, some farmers are experimenting with growing food in mobile units, like trucks or shipping containers. This allows them to grow food in unusual places, like food deserts or disaster zones. 10. Aquaculture, this is the practice of raising fish and other aquatic animals in controlled environments. It can be used to provide a sustainable source of food and income, especially in areas with limited access to fresh seafood. Here are some general steps for starting each of the 10 types of farming. Aquaponics farming, to start an aquaponics farm, you'll need to research and learn about the system, equipment needed, and how to care for fish and plants. You'll also need to find a suitable location with access to water and electricity, and determine what types of fish and plants you want to raise. 2. Vertical farming, to start a vertical farm, you will need to research the technology and equipment needed to build the system, including lighting, irrigation, and growing racks. You'll also need to find a suitable location, like a room, inside a tractor trailer, a warehouse or greenhouse. Your creativity, space and circumstances will determine what types of crops you want to grow. Urban farming, to start an urban farm, you'll need to find a suitable location in the city, like a community garden, rooftop, or vacant lot. You'll also need to research what crops are suitable for urban environments and how to manage pests and soil quality. 4. Hydroponic farming, to start a hydroponic farm, you'll need to research and learn about the different types of hydroponic systems and equipment, including lighting, irrigation, and nutrient solutions. You'll also need to find a suitable location and determine what crops you want to grow. This type of farming can be scaled to your living situation. 5. Aeroponic farming. To start an aeroponic farm, you'll need to research and learn about the technology and equipment needed, including misting systems, pumps, and growing chambers. You'll also need to find a suitable location and determine what crops you want to grow. Precision farming. To start precision farming, you'll need to research and learn about the technology and equipment needed, including drones, sensors, and GPS. You'll also need to determine what crops you want to grow and how to analyze and use the data collected by the technology. Mushroom farming. To start a mushroom farm, you'll need to research and learn about the different types of mushrooms, how to cultivate them, and the equipment needed, including growing containers, substrate materials, and climate control. You'll also need to find a suitable location and determine what types of mushrooms you want to grow. Agroforestry. To start an agroforestry operation, you'll need to research and learn about the different types of trees and crops that can be grown together, and how to manage the soil and resources needed for each. You'll also need to find a suitable location and determine what types of trees and crops you want to grow. Mobile farming. To start a mobile farming operation, you'll need to research and learn about the different types of mobile farming units, and how to outfit them with the necessary equipment and supplies. You'll also need to determine what crops you want to grow and where you'll park and operate the mobile unit. 10. Aquaculture. To start an aquaculture operation, you'll need to research and learn about the different types of fish and aquatic animals, and how to care for them in a controlled environment. Met Dr. Philson A. Warner over 30 years ago. He puts in the work. Warner has spent the last 40 years finding ways to produce cleaner and safer food. He founded the Cornell Hydroponics, Aquaculture and Aquaponics Learning Labs in New York City. The Cornell Learning Labs are present at Food and Finance High School in Manhattan. Here are some basic equipment needed for each of the 10 types of farming. Aquaponics farming: a tank or pond for the fish, a grow bed or trays for the plants, a pump to circulate water between the two, and a biofilter to convert fish waste into plant nutrients. Vertical farming: vertical racks or shelves for growing the crops, LED lights for providing artificial light, an irrigation system for delivering water and nutrients to the plants, and sensors for monitoring environmental conditions. Urban farming: raised beds or containers for growing the crops, soil or growing media, hand tools for planting and harvesting, and pest control measures. Hydroponic farming: a hydroponic system such as a deep water culture, nutrient film technique, or drip irrigation, pumps for delivering water and nutrients, and pH and conductivity meters for monitoring the nutrient solution. Aeroponic farming: aeroponic chambers or towers for growing the crops, misting systems for delivering water and nutrients, and pumps and reservoirs for storing and recirculating the nutrient solution. Precision farming: drones or unmanned aerial vehicles for collecting data, sensors for measuring environmental conditions, GPS for mapping fields, and software for analyzing data. Mushroom farming: growing containers such as bags or trays, substrate materials such as sawdust or straw, spawn or inoculum for starting the growth of the mushrooms, and a climate-controlled environment. Agroforestry: trees, crops, or livestock depending on the system, fencing for controlling animal grazing, and soil management tools such as cover crops or mulch. Mobile farming: a mobile unit such as a truck or shipping container, growing containers such as raised beds or hydroponic systems, lighting and climate control systems, and water and nutrient delivery systems. Aquaculture: tanks or ponds for raising the fish or aquatic animals, pumps and filters for water circulation and filtration, and aeration systems for adding oxygen to the water. The 10 farming methods mentioned earlier offer a diverse range of approaches to growing food, each with its own unique set of advantages and challenges. Whether it's aquaponics, vertical farming, or agroforestry, each method has the potential to play a vital role in addressing our need for good food and its distribution. Embracing these methods can help us grow more food sustainably, create jobs, and support local economies. Moreover, by using innovative technologies and farming techniques, we can make food production more efficient and minimize waste. By involving ourselves in food and its distribution, we can make a significant impact on our communities and the world, ensuring that everyone has access to the nutritious food they need to thrive. Much appreciation to you for giving of your time with us at Motivation at Hand. To know is to know how. We trust you will come back soon.